A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first.
Gotta like their chances from there.
That's pretty tidy. Well, that's a lovely way to get going. They've already started this event under par.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
And after a birdie at the last, they take the honor on the hole.
Players want to take out any club, driver, 3-wood, whatever it takes, to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in 2. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie 4s are always a good score in this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Taking aim from around 240 yards out here. Going with the 5-wood.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Was on a good line. It's just about 3 feet away.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Sitting at 12 over for the event. Teeing off here at the 3rd hole.
Just one bunker surrounds the screen. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
opting for the 6-iron. And he's safely on the green with that shot.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
That's disappointing. Big putt for par coming up. And there it is. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Teeing off here at the 4th.
Par 4 measuring 298 yards. Will the players give it a go or not? Let's find out.
Well, this should be unpredictable. Good shot there, Beamer. What's in front of them, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Oh, just missed. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. That's tracking. Yeah, good job. Nice par. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
That could play. Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
This is a par putt. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Currently 12 over for the tournament. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
That should find the fairway. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby. Oh, I guess they're seeing something I'm not. They're going with less club here. Interesting.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Ooh, right by the hole. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Yeah, you'll take that. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
That's frustrating. A birdie putt awaits. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. We've reached the 8th hole.
Par 3, bunkers left and right. Not an easy par 3, to say the least.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
What a putt to make. Well done.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And let's have one more look at that shot.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Sitting at 10 over for the event. Time to step on your tee shot here at this long par 4.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
And this shot from about 150 yards out. Yep, that shot safely on the green. 19 feet to the cup.
This is their look at birdie.
Ooh. No, that's too bad. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Alrighty, Rich. This is crunch time. We're through 9 holes today, and this player's on the wrong side of the cut line.
I don't think they're nervous because they're so far out of it. It would take a miracle for them to make the cut.
No, that's not the shot they wanted. Time for the second shot at the 10th. That was wonderfully done. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
He'll be happy to hold this. 21 foot.
Just didn't drop. That'll sting a bit. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. And now stepping onto this par 3 hole.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
This putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
Come on, don't be shy.
And down she goes from outside the range. That shot so good, we need to have another look.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
No point hanging on to that one. You didn't hit your best there. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 170 yards. Yeah, this one's a little bit left. Not so nice.
No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This one's for bogey. Currently plus 10 now for the event. It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Not the best tee shot, but they got lucky with this lie. Taking a right at the light, this is not what they want.
From the sand, looking to get up and down. Not your best effort, still a mid-range putt coming up. Ouch, that hurts. This next putt is for bogey. The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
Good looking shot this. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
That putt went a bit long there. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
Well played, mate. Playing from 110 yards out. That's a great shot here at the 15th. It sets up a look for birdie. Oh, a 9-foot chance here. Looking really good, this one. Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. Putting for a par here. Yeah, you'll take that. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Teeing off now on this par 3.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
That was special. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. Now at the 17th hole.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
A wonderful shot here at the 17th and a chance for birdie. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. Little birdie look in here.
Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Kind of like it. 2 in a row.
Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. All right, one more hole to go. The 18th.
Players will be thinking birdie, but 6s and 7s will come along if you're not careful.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Oh, that was left all the way off the club. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Setting up here with a very long putt. with that. This player has finished their Q School final, but Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, you never like to see this, Rich. Missing the cut in Q School is certainly going to hurt their prospects going forward.
Yeah, where do they go from here? They don't have any status on any of the main tours. They can try Monday qualifiers. They can bounce around on the mini tours. But the player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get back into the Corn Ferry Tour Finals again.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. UK Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q School Final. It's time to get underway, so let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey, and alongside me in the booth is Rich Beam.
What a glorious day we have in front of us, Luke. There's no doubt about it. Hopefully, the golf is just as glorious as the weather conditions.
Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. This lie won't be too bad in the first cut. Setting up from the first cut here in the green. They could hold it from here. Didn't that look good for a long time? And this putt coming up for his par. He finds himself at a share of 14th position. Now with the honour on a par 5.
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line. Second shot on the second. And choosing the 8-iron here.
This one headed out to the left.
Getting ready to play their third. Ooh, that almost went down. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. He finds himself tied for 6th.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Here we are at the third.
Par 3, measuring 208 yards. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
Wonderfully played. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Well, it's a bit disappointing.
It's a lot slower going up the hill than what this player read.
Wow, that's misjudged. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And unfortunately dropping back to even with the card.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
The fourth at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Even for the day. And this putt to move into the top 10. Good looking putt. The old hammer hands putt. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Setting up now on a par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
This one might just sneak off the fairway. Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie. Choosing the 9-iron here. I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
Can't fault him there. This rough is nasty. No fault in missing the green.
And he needs this to save par. Okay, steady now. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Trailing by 4 strokes. We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. 7 feet to the cup.
These are on rails, looking good.
That gets the job done. Now 4 back after that hole. Aggressive play here, going with driver off the tee.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
That's a little untidy. Second shot here on the 7th. Oh, that's a tad disappointing, finding the branches there. And here we are with the third shot. 4 strokes off the lead. Oh, this one's coming up shy for sure. Sitting at +1. A chance to save the par if he can make this one. That was a gallant attempt. That's disappointing. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This will be a good bogey.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron.
Nothing good out to the right. This is in trouble.
This would be a great up and down. Putting for par.
Looking good.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Now 5 strokes behind. Next up is this par 4 hole.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He is right on the 150-yard marker here.
A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Oh, so close. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Par 4 straight away. A hole that is simple and difficult all in the same breath.
This lie's not great. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
How close was that to going down? A par putt on the table. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
Looks like this is going to miss just right.
And from the green side rough here. And he needs this to save par. That gets the job done. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Let's head to this lengthy par 4.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck.
That swing so pure it reminds me of Adam Scott's. From about 200 yards out.
They need to flight this one down into the wind.
Opting for the 5-iron. Yeah, got a bit out of shape. This one shouldn't find the cut stuff. Getting ready to play their third. Nine feet to the cup. That's frustrating. This one for bogey. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And now at +4 for the round. We've arrived at a par 4.
Par 4 back up the hill, 447 yards. This is an adventure-filled par 4.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
The wind is at their back on this one.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
Greens and regulation today has been absolutely abysmal, and that is reflective on their scorecard.
And he's down there. You got a read?
This is a 12-footer here. This is what they have left for par.
Oh, just missed. Down it goes, but that's back-to-back bogeys. Time to lift.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Now 8 shots back after that hole. Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals. A converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Parts can be made.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Well, what a way to bounce back. Nice putt to hole. And stepping up the standings after that effort. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole.
Par 4, 421 yards. A lot of fun can be had here, but be careful of the green. It'll get you if you're not careful.
Well struck. Lovely effort that. 11 feet left to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Ooh. And that puddle drop. Well done. And now at +4 for the event. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Par 3, I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. 4 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for a par.
And down she goes. Currently at 4 over for the day.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Well, here we go, Rich. We're at the penultimate hole, the 17th.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
That dog will hunt.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
A little bit of breeze ruffling the old hair, and it's coming straight on. They've chosen to club down on this one.
Nicely done. Putting for birdie. A bit long on that one. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Well hold. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have 6s and 7s.
Pretty good shot there.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Terrific shot. Almost an eagle. And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Korn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Korn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. 2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. Without further ado, let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elby with my mate Rich Beam in the booth. And Beamer, this player really hasn't been getting it going in this tournament, finds himself trailing the lead. What are your expectations of them today?
Well, certainly they're stuck in second gear out there, aren't they? They just make a birdie or two and then they give it back with a bogey. So they need to quit making mistakes. They need to go ahead and start putting this thing in third and fourth gear and start cruising down the highway a little bit quicker, because right now they're trailing. They can't afford to give any more back.
Oh, I'm fired up too, Rich. Let's see how this one plays out. And let's see what he can do here today. That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? Time for the second shot into the first. This is from miles away. That wasn't your best effort, was it? A par putt awaits. Just didn't drop. Just a short putt remaining here. And unfortunately, it's going to be a drop shot to begin the day.
Just the thing they didn't want to have happen. An opening bogey. Hopefully that does not set the tone for the rest of the day.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Players want to take out any club, driver, three, whatever it takes, to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in two. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie fours are always a good score on this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Going with the 8-iron here. That's going to find the water, sadly. Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
Oh, some smiles here. A bit of luck in the second cut. It's sitting nicely.
Sadly, this one will make a splash. 6th shot coming up. Oh, time for number 8. Where was that going? Splash. I don't think he drew that one up himself. That's it. Time's up. Move to the next hole. We've got to keep our pace of play. Let's see what happens here at the third hole.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie twos, but par threes should be had.
That's in the sand. Oh, that one just missed the hole. He has this putt to save his par. Oh, and gets the putt to drop. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
Nice up and down there. Not a very difficult bunker shot, but nice to get it up and down nonetheless.
Currently at 11 over for the event. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
Almost every player in the field will be going for this green. Where do you hit it? Front right part of the green is the perfect target. Missing it to the left in the bunker or long and right. That is not good.
Second shot here on the 4th. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, that's a ripper. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Yeah, Seve would be envious of this one. What a chip in.
Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Next up is this 2-shot hole.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
And he's down there.
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Not a bad play, that one. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one.
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
It's just about 3 feet away. That's a good putt to make, that one. Sitting at 10 over par for the event. This hole here is a par 4.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
This one heading into the sand. Yep. Always a tough shot to get out of.
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
Getting ready to play their third. And this one is for his par. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for bogey.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We've arrived at a par 5.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
Henny, what does that lie look like?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely.
That'll flick a few of the leaves going through there. And here we are with the third shot. That one's heading out to the right. Yeah, that was a safe play. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And down it goes for consecutive bogeys.
And making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
And a little slide down the standings after that hole. Yeah, I can understand you'd be disappointed by the bogey, but here's an opportunity to bounce back.
Par 3, bunkers left and right. Not an easy par 3, to say the least.
Going with the 6-iron here.
Ooh, yeah. This one's headed right.
He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. And that's well played. Safely onto the putting surface. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. A bit too much pace on that one. And that'll be a bogey for them on this hole. And a little slide down the leaderboard happening. Make sure you respond quickly. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Playing from around 150 yards here. Oh, well done. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
He's staring down 23 feet here.
Putting for a par now. Ooh, right by the hole. Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hole these. And that goes down for a bogey. All right, a big day today. The cut will be made, and this player isn't guaranteed of their spot through the first 36 holes.
Well, Luke, it's going to take an incredible amount of work and also some luck for them to hoist themselves above this cut line. I'd love to see them do it, but I'm not too sure they've got it in them today.
That's heading for the fairway. Second shot here on the 10th hole. This one needs to kick left. He's found the surface. Good chance here. This putt coming up is for birdie. That was a gallant attempt. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Currently 14 over par for the event. Teeing off here at the 11th.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
Would need something special to happen to get the birdie here.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. 8 feet to the cup.
Nice little par putt here.
Well done. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Now teeing off on the 12th hole.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck. You'll need it.
Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Oh, they got so unlucky here, just off the fairway, but not sitting nicely.
Well, this one looks like it's heading to the sand. Getting ready to play their third. And here we are with their fourth. Wow, that almost went in the hole. This is a bogey putt coming up. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. It's time to take a look at this 13th hole.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
And playing this one from around 120 yards out. Opting for the 9-iron. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Ouch, that hurts. It's just about 3 feet away. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Sitting at 15 over for the event. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
That's not the shot he was hoping for. Henny, how's that ball lying?
Yeah, this is sitting up nicely. It's not going to cause any troubles.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Nice out the rough here.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. And down it goes. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
Par 4, 421 yards, a seemingly simple par 4.
Yeah, this lies pretty deep here. And choosing the 8-iron here.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. It was on a good line. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
He's got this for his par.
And there it is. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Par 3s always offer up that hope of a hole-in-one.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
It's amazing how many times you see the hazard and you say, don't go in there, but what does it do? And here we are with the third shot. Going with the 8-iron here. Oh, that was a little loose, wasn't it? Playing their fourth shot. A double bogey putt in front of them. That's frustrating. Just a 4-footer remaining. That will work. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. We have a par 4 on this one.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
That's an awful error. Second shot here on the 17th hole.
Wow, did this come out beautifully?
That's inside the house of opportunity. They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done. Steady on. What's in front of them, Henny?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
Okay, steady now. Putting now for a bogey. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum.
Players will be thinking birdie, but 6s and 7s will come along if you're not careful. That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
Oh, in the fairway bunker. These are always the tough shots. That's a bit out of shape. Getting ready to play their third. Oh, that was pure. Good look at a birdie here. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Just 3 feet to the cup. And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich B, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. 2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We're glad to have you with us as we kick off our coverage of this event. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam.
Luke, thanks. The feeling is mutual. Looking forward to spending some time with you, and the folks at home cannot wait to get into the action.
Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Second shot here on the first. Six feet remaining to the cup.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Ooh. Nicely holed and for par.
That's a rock solid par right there.
Time to tee off at the second.
Players looking to make four here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 195 yards. Over 300 yards from the tee as well.
And he's safely on the green. Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Beautiful shot.
Finally, they needed it.
Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
He's currently tied for 6th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Teeing off here at the 3rd hole.
Just one bunker surrounds the screen. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
Setting up miles from the hole.
This for a birdie run.
"13 feet to the cup. If it's up, it could be in. Putting for bogey. And down it goes. He's currently tied for 14th.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard. Never a good sign.
The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
even for the day. And here we are with the third shot. 4 shots behind our leader. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out. This one to save par.
Yeah, that's hold, but they seem to be losing a bit of their momentum.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Welcome to the tee of a par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
Looks like that one left some meat on the bone, Beamer.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Shame it didn't drop. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Trailing by 4 strokes. Time to tee off at the 6th.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Henny, how bad is this lie?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut.
Trying to get it to move a little bit to the left here.
Okay, that'll work.
Outside chance for birdie here, Luke.
A chance to get amongst the action of the top 20. If this putt drops. No, that's too bad.
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it sometimes, and it seems so in this case.
Yep, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Now 4 back after that hole. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Quality shot, that one. Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt.
Putting for eagle. That always sounds good.
Oh, so close. And this putt to move into the top 20. Okay, let's head to the next. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. Time to face a par 4.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Eddie, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Yeah, this ball's sitting up perfect. He's going to have a great lie.
You like that, didn't you? Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. If that's the right pace, this should drop. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Oh, what a stroke. Oh, that's a clutch par. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
Par 4, this hole plays so much more difficult than the yardage. Water to the left of the green, bunkers surrounding it on both sides. Find the fairway, you'll have a good look at making birdie. You miss the fairway, good luck. 4s, 5s, and 6s come into the equation.
Not quite the shot he was wanting. Even for the day. Getting ready to play their third.
Just 3 strokes back.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Big putt for par coming up. Trailing by 4 strokes. Time to tee off on the 11th.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This for par.
And there it is. And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. A long par 4 this hole.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
Couple of birdies and a couple of bogeys. Needs to get something going here today. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This one looks to be slightly offline here. And here we are with the third shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. This putt for par here. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Ooh, right by the hole. This next putt for double bogey. Now 7 shots behind after that. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
sitting at a couple of shots over par. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Getting ready to play their third. Setting up here with a very long putt.
Trying to save par here.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
There it is. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I've got to say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Pars can be made.
This putt is about 8 feet.
This is what they have left for par here.
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it.
That one goes down for bogey.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Sitting at 4 over for the event. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
That's a little wayward.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. This hole is a par 3.
Par 3, I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
This one's right of the green.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Oh, got unlucky there. And here we are with the 3rd shot. And this one is for bogey. Just didn't drop. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. It's got a chance. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Here we are at the 17th tee.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that.
Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston, I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in two by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
Let's see if you can make this. Keep the par on the card. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Now at 6 over for the round.
Not sure if they got that one flush. This might not find the fairway.
Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here.
He's going to have to go down after this one, try and dig it out as best he can and hope for the best.
Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
This first cut is just lovely. It's almost like fairway. No worries here.
Looks like this one might be in the bunker.
Oh, no one likes a plug lie. Really, just getting it out of the bunker is a big deal here. A chance now from the bunker for an up and down. That's on the green, but still a fairway from the hole.
Putting for a bogey.
That was a gallant attempt. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Korn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Korn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul-searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full-time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.